My name is Amy Buck. I'm the executive chef with Dinner in Hand, and I'm here with SJ from Amari Spa.
Great.
And medical spa, I should say. And at Dinner in Hand, we prepare dinners and deliver them to your home. And what we're doing with SJ is helping his clients to eat healthier. And when they don't have time, we'll deliver their food. SJ?
Yeah, absolutely. And, Amy's been great, and the Dinner in Hand team have been great. They've come in and they've worked with our medical director, Dr. Shah, to really identify the key nutrients that are going to help us stay lean. And the dishes that they prepared are absolutely wonderful. If you haven't had a chance to try them, you definitely should.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have designed some specific things for Amari, and they're really quite good.
Absolutely.
First, people might say is, where do I get parchment paper? Everybody carries parchment now. You can go to any main grocery store, you can get it there. So don't think you can't get parchment. It's mainstream. So what we're going to do is 2 flavors today. We're going to do an Asian flavor and we're going to do a Southwestern. We have some fresh vegetables here that we're going to use as a bed. We have a nice piece of mahi fish and a nice boneless piece of chicken breast. So by using parchment and some added spices and herbs, it seals in the flavors. It's a baking and steaming at the same time. So what we're going to do, I think we'll do the Asian chicken first. No, I'm sorry, the Southwestern chicken. So for the Southwestern, I'm going to use an assortment of peppers, just for the color. Color makes eating a little more fun. I have some red onions, and then a couple of pieces of we're going to use some yellow squash and some green squash. And to that, I'm just going to add a little sprinkling of fajita mix. You can mix your own with cumin, chili powder, garlic powder, all just add a little flavor, no calories. So a little sprinkle on the veggies, a little
They sell fajita mix at the store. Can you just get it ready-made? So
you can buy it ready-made, but be careful for added fats and sugars. Some of the packages have dried oils, dried sugars in them.
Okay.
Some of them you can get, just look for your basic powdered brand, nothing that you have to add oil or water to.
Okay.
I prefer to mix my own, which is really pretty simple. We're also going to use some fresh chopped cilantro right on top. Then I'm going to take the boneless chicken breast, that's going to go on it. And again, now I'm going to season your chicken. Again with the little fajita mix, a little more cilantro, and a tiny bit of garlic just to pop up the flavor. Now this is the fun part, folding it. It's very simple. You're going to bring up the 2 long sides. As you can see, I doubled my parchment because I like it a little bit thick. You're going to hold it together, just make your ends meet, fold over once, twice, seal it across, bend it down, top, top, and under. That's it. It seals it in. You can pick it up from the side or from here. Then it goes onto your sheet pan or cookie tray into an oven at about 375 for about 20 to 25 minutes. It's done. It cooks right there in the parchment. Then you can present it on your plate like that, let your guests or yourself open it up, and it's basically a full meal.
So does the parchment paper actually blow up with steam?
No, a little bit, and it gets a little brown around the edges. It actually looks kind of pretty when it comes out.
Oh, okay, nice.
It does cook, and then you open it up and you get all the fragrance from your spices and your herbs.
So I guess, is the texture of the meat or the chicken different than what you would be used to with garlic?
It's very
with
moist.
Grilled and all that?
It's very moist. It doesn't dry out here because it's got all the juices just cooked together.
Wow,
So the
okay.
juices droop down onto the vegetables. The vegetables and the herbs and spices come back up. So it's very happy cooking, within itself.
Wow, that's great.
Okay,
All
now
right, so what else do we have?
Now we're going to go on to the mahi, which is a nice fleshy white fish. You can use shrimp, you can use salmon, all depending on what your diet's permitting. Since we're doing this in an Asian flavor, I have some nice cut up bok choy.
Bok choy. So where do you get
Bok
bok
choy,
choy?
you can actually get this at most markets now. Sell it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get it, or any
So
Asian.
what is it like lettuce or?
Well, this is a bok choy. This is it. It's kind of a cross between lettuce and what would I say, spinach, but it's got a very nice crunch to it and a nice flavor. And they range from baby bok choys to great big bok choys. I prefer the baby ones, a little more tender.
Okay,
When
nice.
you get them really small, you can just use them whole.
Wow.
You don't even have to cut them up. So into this, we're going to add the bok choy. We'll put a couple of asparagus, a couple pieces of celery, and I have some cauliflower for those of you who like cauliflower. And again, we're going to go back to the zucchini and some yellow squash. And onto this, I'm also going to add a little garlic and a little ginger, fresh ginger. You can use powdered ginger if you don't want to deal with fresh ginger. Now, I'm going to add a little soy sauce, just about a teaspoon. We like to use low sodium for those of you who are watching your salt content. Just sprinkle a little on. You don't need too much. And then the spice I use for this is Chinese 5-spice powder. This
Okay.
too you can buy in any grocery store.
All right, that's what I like to hear.
Yep.
5-spice powder.
Chinese 5-spice powder. So that gets a little
So even the
sprinkle.
local grocery store would have that?
Local grocery
In just
store.
the international aisle?
In the spice aisle.
Spice aisle,
Yep.
right?
Yep. Everything's expanding now. So we take our fish. It goes right on top. And again, we're going to dress the fish up a little bit. A little bit of soy sauce. A little bit of Chinese 5-spice powder. And I say you rub it in like suntan oil. Just smear it around so it gets there. And on top of that, you can put a couple of pieces of ginger. I love fresh ginger. So there it is. And again, you want to try folding it this time?
Sure.
Good.
All right. Okay. So you take those papers, right? You line them
Right.
up.
Right.
And you fold up, right?
Yep, 2 folds. One, run your fingers across. Fold it again. Run your fingers across. Corner to the corner first. Next corner.
Okay.
Yep. Fold the whole thing up. There you go. Takes a little practice, but you almost got it. I've made hundreds of them, so it's I can do it. There you go. Perfect.
All right.
So it becomes a nice little package, and again, you put this on your tray, fold it side up, so the juices don't run out. And the fish cooks a little less, anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes, because it's not a dense protein.
All right. That's not bad. So
That's
this
it.
is another way we can cook our food without
Mhm.
having to put it on the grill.
Right, you can get as creative as you want. You can add as many spices, flavorings, hot sauce, whatever your palate, whatever your specific diet
So
requires.
the spices and the sauces that we put in, now will the meat absorb some of that
Yes.
because of that? Or-
Yeah, it will, because it's the steaming process, it works around itself. And plus, you saw that I rubbed some of it in. It'll soak into the meat. And again, the steaming will come up and then evaporate down onto the meat.
Wow. Okay.
again,
So it's really even though you only put a little bit of spices
little
on
bit.
top, but the meat will actually taste pretty.
Right, and your other option is, if you have the time, is to marinate your meat before you do it.
Okay.
So maybe in the morning, you throw together your chicken in a bag, soy sauce, spices, or your fish, let it sit. Come home, put your vegetables, marinated meat in, wrap it up, and you're done. Then you get even more flavor.
All right. Sounds good. Well, thanks, Amy.
Thank you. Thanks, SJ.
All right. Until next time. All right.
Till next time.
All right.
Thank you.